What's up, random name? I have nothing to stream about. I'm just chilling, seeing if anyone's up still, trying to make some wholesome content for the reviewers to monetize me. I just applied for the second time for monetization, and I'm probably not going to get it. Not that I'd ever consider selling my voice for a few cents, but no, I haven't really. I've thought about it a little bit, but I haven't really dug into it at all. I need to read up on the instinctual variance again before I go there. But I think my problem really is the perspective you get when you're self-assessing. So maybe I'm gaslighting myself, but I don't know that I'll be able to self-assess my way out of this. But just sort of instinctually, the longer I sit with me having SP instead of SO, the more it feels like the right decision. So I don't know if that would make me SPSX or SXSP, but I'm getting more and more comfortable having a social blind spot. I need to hit up Kat again and kind of ping that off her because she's the one. I don't know if you saw the video I did with Kat back in the day, but she's the one who helped me figure out that I had a 6 in my tri type and not a 7, which I do think is accurate, and also my instinctual variance. Who'd you buy it from? I sort of quit selling typing sessions. I mean, I'll still sell them if somebody requests one, but I quit promoting them. I didn't like the conflict of interest it creates because once you get paid, the demand for an answer um, creates a conflict of interest, and it erodes the accuracy of the observation. So you're gonna get a type out of the person you paid, regardless of whether it's right or they're confident in it or not. Some people you can type like that, and some people you gotta sit with for a long time before you figure it out. So it creates that sort of integrity issue that I knew was there, but a lot of times, um, at least for me with things, if there's something that I want to do, but there's an obstacle in the way, like this conflict of interest, um, and I can't figure out a way around it, sometimes I'll just try to go through it and do it and see if it works itself out in process. And this one did not. Empathy Architects. I never even heard of them. They got a channel. Okay, I know Catherine Farb. Empathy Architects. Sounds like my kind of people. Hmm. Looks like an interesting site. Yeah, no, it is worth something. Um, I'm glad that DJ brought it up actually, because these are the sort of things that you need somebody to tell you. Even though most people get kind of touchy about having other people like kind of correct their type. Like the reality is, nobody's got a complete perspective on anybody else or on themselves, and nobody has an objective at all accurate perception of themselves. Everybody's self perception is colored um, by either self interest or self doubt, but generally a combination of both. And just the angle is too acute when you're looking at yourself. You just can't do it. So I do value that stuff normally. Like this observation is a legitimate one, which is different from some people who bring these super basic type observations. Like I've got a video where I typed Beyonce, and I get more comments saying something stereotypical like she's an ESFP because she's a performer. Shut the fuck up. Did you not listen to anything that I said in the video? Uh, Facebook. I try not to be super active on Facebook because Facebook is the Antichrist and the metaverse is hell. Meta. Do you know that meta in Hebrew means dead? Thought that was interesting. Oh, they got a test. Sterling Mosley from the University of Oklahoma. Yeah, I'll check them out. Do they do? They're under Catherine, so they must do the whole tri. They do tri-type, I assume, and with instinctual variance. Meta means all, does it? I love etymology. It's fascinating. You can do the etymology of names too. You should look up the etymology of your name if you haven't. It's real interesting. Mine, my whole name, if you take it back to its original Latin, means to cut the bridge or to break apart the bridge. Because Taylor is derived from originally from to cut or to sever, and and Briggs is a derivative of bridge originally. So I thought that was cool. My first and last name sort of worked together into a sentence. Boba Fett. What's up, Bounty Hunter? Meditation focused on the development of unconditional love for all beings. On etymology.com, it says meta, word forming element of Greek origin, meaning after, behind, among, between. 2, changed, altered. 3, higher, beyond. From Greek meta, in the midst of, in common with, by means of, between, in pursuit, or quest of, after, next, behind. So it looks like the original root of the word meta is from pi me, in the middle, which is also the source of German mit, Gothic, whatever that is, Old English mid. Hmm. See, I didn't really. When I named my daughter, I didn't even have any idea about names having really meaning. You know what I mean? Or any etymology. I mean, I guess if I thought about it, like, yeah, no, I didn't really. I just didn't know anything about that. I did. My daughter's name is Jordan Briggs, and my ex-wife sort of, you know, led the way in choosing her first name. Of course, I had to shoot down a few before we settled on Jordan. I was good with Jordan, but I chose her middle name, and so for the middle name, I wanted an A middle name so that her initials could be Jab. I don't know. I got a kick out of it. It's like, yay, I can make a word out of her initials. What's hilarious about your name in gematria? You are woke, my man. Gematria is good shit. Mine is 91 in English ordinal and 28 in full reduction. Isn't 28? 28's a significant number in gematria. What's 20? The number 28. The number 28 is both a leader and a team worker with some business sense mixed in. A person with the number 28. Well, this is in regular numerology. In affinity, I don't even know what context that 28 is. I want like the occult 28. Here we go. Maybe. The number 28 combines cyclic times 4 and the evolutionary times 7. It is the spiral of the evolution unfolding among the perpetual cycles of nature. It is the being progressed in the permanent oscillations of the cosmos. From the mystical viewpoint, this number shows the initiate, 8, bringing back the antagonism of the cosmic force, 20, to the unit, 2 plus 8 equals 10. I do not understand what that means. Second perfect number because this number is equal to the sum of its aliquot parts. There's 28 chapters in the book of Matthew, the book of and the book of Acts. Are you going? Yeah. Are you going to bed? You can. Yeah. I'm not going to be on long. The number of days. Let's see. The 28 signs of the cross. The 28 signs of cross does that a priest does at mass. The number of days that would have contemplated this website has really weird sentence structure. The number of days that would have contemplated Buddha under the fig tree, according to Buddhists corresponding to one lunar month. The 28 paradisiac or angelic levels which exist above the human state, according to Brahmins. Inside the Great Pyramid, there are 28 miniature tombs that are sculpted in the wall of stone of the Great Gallery. There are 28 Izeds in the Persian religion. Osiris reigned for 28 years. In Kabbalah and Hinduism, one day and one night of Brahma are equivalent to 28 existences of Indra. Socrates fixes to 28 members the contingent of the first master's team. I don't even know what that is. The Chinese zodiac has 28 animals. There are 28 lunar houses. The number 28 has an important role in the Julian calendar since it corresponds to the solar cycle of 28 years, to the end of which the day of the week returned to the same day of the month. In the 6th century, Denis the Small used this solar cycle. That's a badass name. It's spelled Dennis with a Y, Denyys. Dennis the Small. I'm going to snatch that and start using it for an alias. Dennis the Small used the solar cycle that he multiplied with the lunar cycle of 19 years to obtain the Easter cycle of 532 years. 19 times 28. In a period of 532 years, counted according to the Julian calendar, the feasts of Easter follow one another in the same order at the same date. 28 is the number of days of the emotional cycle in the biorhythm, the age to which the man generally finishes his growth. 28 heartbeats are necessary in order that a red globule traverses all the circuits of our body. The menstrual cycle of a woman is approximately 28 days. It is the number of letters of the Arab and Spanish alphabet. It is also the number of letters of the alphabet that we find in the teaching of the Quran, and so it takes the aspect of the mystical revelation. The closer to the truth, it is claimed that the face of God would be made of 32 letters. Here, gematria. The numerical value of the word good in Hebrew. Kia. The number 13 is used 28 times in the Bible. Which calculator? That was, so the geometric calculator I used was this one. And where I was reading the 28 stuff was right there. I would have shared screen, but I'm streaming off of my phone, and watching the chat on the computer. I get such shitty internet service here that the quality is just better on the phone than on my computer. Although it's far from an ideal solution because I can't do things like share screen. I can't do things like open the room and have other people in. Well, I might call it a night with that. It's late. Katie's going to bed. I'm tired. But I just hit 1100, 1100 subs. So that's cool. And I just reapplied for monetization, which I'm sure I won't get. But I feel like this was a pretty wholesome stream. So if you're watching this YouTube reviewer, I padded this in for you. Give me some freaking money. Stop controlling my thoughts, man. YouTube wants everybody to be NPCs, not have any harmful content, harmful thoughts, not rock the boat. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and commenting and doing all the things. And thanks for approving me for monetization, YouTube reviewer. How do I end this thing?